I know that I need shields for the rest of my Pokemon, so I was just really hoping that I shielded there, and I didn't think I was going to get to another Flame Charge, so he tries to sack, but I was actually throwing the Wild Charge, so this is going to do a lot, because it was buffed up by the Flame Charge as well. Alright, so this time I go in with a team entirely weak to fire, and I jokingly said to my fiance, maybe he'll lead AWAC, and he did. Yeah, and then I may have done him a little bit dirty, so I apologize, Leafy 8 Deer. Honestly, at the time, I forgot. I mean, I say that I forgot, but like I feel like subconsciously the BM just happened. I don't know. It only does 10 more damage. Grass Knot, ba-boom, and then he's gonna take me out with probably a Thunder Punch here. But my Whimsicott is still alive, and the animation for Charm is shorter than the animation for Volt Switch. 1 HP in a dream, my friends. Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about the Holiday Cup. The Holiday Cup starts today at 1 p.m. PST. So if you guys are excited about that, let me know down in the comments. I know I'm pretty excited about this one. The last time I was this excited was when the Kanto Cup was released. This meta actually seems like it's going to be pretty fun. There doesn't seem to be any overly overpowered Pokemon. There's a lot of Pokemon that counter the top meta, and there's a lot of spice to be used. So let's go ahead and take a look at what the typings that are going to be allowed are. We've got Ice, Grass, Electric, Ghost, Flying, and Normal. Now, if you have a Pokemon like, say, regular Stunfisk, who's a Ground and an Electric type, that's still going to be allowed. As long as it shares one of the typings that are in this list of 6 typings, it is going to be allowed. There's nothing banned, so we got that. Now, let's take a look at what the best leads are going to be. I feel like this is going to be useful information for you guys. Alolan Graveler is number 1. That's right, Alolan Graveler. I fucking love Alolan Graveler. It is insane in this cup. So I did some battles that I'm going to show you here in a little bit. If you want to fast forward to that, I'm sure there was a timestamp at the beginning, but we're going to talk about this for a little bit. Just I figure a lot of people need this kind of information. So we've got Alolan Graveler number 1 as the lead, and then Alolan Marowak number 2. Alolan Marowak's also going to be very, very strong in this meta. Since there are no counter use, I mean there are counter users, but since fighting types are not allowed, there's a lot of Pokemon that are going to be more viable, like Alolan Graveler, for example. One of the reasons he's not very good in the Open Great League is because there are too many fighters out there. So we've got that, and also ground type. There's no ground types allowed in this cup other than ones that share the typing, so Alolan Graveler is going to be really good. And then we've got Shadow Electivire. So if you guys found a good one for Community Day, maybe it's time to bust it out, because I know that I'm thinking about it. You know what else I'm thinking about? Shadow Magnezone. I already built one of those. That's the first Pokemon I built for this cup. Used a lot of dust on it, but I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I know it says that regular Magnezone's better, but, you know, PV Poke. I mean, he's a cool dude. PV Poke's a cool guy. Alright, he's a straight shooter. Anyway, so we got Charizard with Fire Spin. So if you have a Fire Spin Charizard, maybe that'd be worth breaking out. Ho-Oh is it's going to be impossible to get, because the only way you can get a Ho-Oh underneath 1500 CP is by trading one that just happens to have Earthquake, you know, with a low level account. It's just, don't worry about Ho-Oh. And then we have Altaria, Diggersby, Talonflame, Vigoroth. Let's go into safe switches. So here are a list of safe switches according to PV Poke, which are going to be rated from best to worst. Obviously, I only show 14 on here. If you want to go and check this out for yourself, go ahead to pvpoke.com and go to rankings, Holiday Cup, etc. There's buttons to click. You guys can figure it out, all right? You know how to use technology. So we have Vigoroth is number 1 as the safe switch. No surprises there. Vigoroth is an awesome safe switch anyway, but now that there are not any fighters around, Vigoroth's going to do awesome, and there's not many things that like hard counter it. I guess like some ghost types, like Driftblim is going to hard counter Vigoroth, but other than that, there's not anything like, I don't know. Anyway, so then we have Frostlass. That's right, Frostlass. I don't know if you guys know, but I fucking love Frostlass. Frostlass, Alolan Graveler, it sounded like fun. This is going to be fun. I'm down for it. And then we have Snorlax, which for some reason is better than Munchlax. Don't ask me why. I guess because it's got superpower. There's not many Pokemon that have fighting type moves that are allowed in the meta, so superpower is going to be pretty good there. Obstagoon, Shadow Electivire, Alolan Marowak, Dugong, blah, 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 blah. And lastly, we have the closers. These are the Pokemon that you're going to want to put in the back, use your other 2 Pokemon to get shields with, and then let these guys go on a rampage when shields are down. So you've got Shadow Raikou. Yeah, that thing it's insane. Volt Switch charges energy really quickly. Wild Charge hits hard. Shadow Ball hits hard. It's insane. And now that there's less ground types out there, that thing is going to go on a rampage if you let it. And then apparently Regice. I didn't even notice that earlier when I was setting this all up, but yeah, apparently Regice. I don't even know if Regice is easy to get under 1500, but if you have one, might as well try it out. Seems like fun. Shadow Electivire once again. Looks like Shadow Electivire is doing pretty well in all categories here. Frostlass, again, doing well in all categories. Magnezone, Lantern, blah, 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 blah. You guys can check all this out on PvPoke. Let's get into the battles. That's what everybody wants to see, right? That's what everybody skipped forward to past the intro to see. So here I've got a bunch of Pokemon that I think would be worth investing in. Now, obviously, there are more Pokemon that are worth investing in. These are just some of the ones that I picked out. So if you guys are looking for something to build for this cup, take a look. Take your pick, and we're gonna I used a lot of these Pokemon in these battles, so I did these with people in my Discord, so shout out to all the people I did these battles with. This one was against King Edward, so these were I did these battles last, but I wanted to show them first because you're gonna see why. Okay, so pick up a lead against a Snorlax. I actually don't know how this goes because I usually don't see Snorlax in the Great League. I usually see Munchlax, but Munchlax is tankier than Snorlax. But I guess since Snorlax has access to superpower, it's a better Pokemon. I don't know. So anyway, I didn't know what to do there. This is, I have nothing, a lot of these Pokemon I chose for these teams were just memes. I just wanted to see how they would do. Look how much a Body Slam does to a fucking Zangoose. God damn it, Zangoose. You let me down, man. So, this is still a bad matchup for Zangoose, obviously, but I was hoping he would switch out. The Shadow Claws are double resisted, and the Body Slam does like 60% of my health. So, gotta have to shield this, and then I'm gonna try to farm down, but it doesn't look like I can. And then he switches out into an Aerodactyl, aggressively swaps into an Aerodactyl, and I'm gonna go for the Night Slash, and then I'm gonna go for the close combat, right? Because I've got it loaded. No, I'm gonna instantly die. Anyway, so I'm gonna come back in with the Whimsicott, pretty much just sack Whimsicott here, and hope that Lanoon can finish off somehow. Hoping I can get to a Grass Knot. Grass Knot will hit for neutral damage here, because Grass is super effective to Rock, and then Flying resists. So this will probably be taking it out. Shadow Aerodactyl is very squishy, so I switch in so I don't get farmed down. Have to shield anything. Shadow Aerodactyl hits like a goddamn truck. So I'm going to definitely shield that, and then I'm going to attempt to farm down here. What is going to be coming in next? Probably the Snorlax. Oh, I remember this. Yeah, he comes in with the Raichu, and then he tries to sack, and I threw anyway. I remember I was talking to my fiance at the time, and I looked up, and I was like, he switched? Wait, what? He switched? But I think this is going to be really close. I probably should have gone for the Thunder here. I don't know. It only does 10 more damage. Grass Knot, ba-boom. And then he's going to take me out with probably a Thunder Punch here. But my Whimsicott is still alive, and the animation for Charm is shorter than the animation for Volt Switch. 1 HP in a dream, my friends. That should have probably been a loss. But since the animation for Charm is shorter than Volt Switch, I was able to take that win by the skin of my goddamn teeth. Alright, so GG to King Edward. What do we have next? Okay, I led Shadow Magnezone. This is my first time ever using Shadow Magnezone. I have no idea how this goes, but apparently, well, not apparently, I knew it was going to be squishy. Look how squishy it is. Taking resisted damage from those Razor Leafs, and I went for the Mirror Shot thinking maybe it would do some damage since it's Magnezone. No, it barely does anything, but I did get the attack debuff on him, which is nice, so now I'm going to be able to survive the Razor Leafs for a little bit longer. A Body Slam will be resisted, but would probably take me out. Let's be real. Look how much the Razor Leafs are doing. So I'm going to go for the Wild Charge now. Maybe he thinks I'm going for another Mirror Shot since Wild Charge is resisted. Ba-boom, ba-bing. Bye-bye, Vigoroth. I don't know. So I switch out because I don't want to. I want to save that Magnezone for later. And he tries to catch a Discharge on his own Galvantula, which was a smart play. And I'm pretty sure he snuck an extra Volt Switch in there because I should be beating him to this next charge move. But apparently we tied to it, and I lose the CMP tie. So, I don't know what happened there. I guess he got an extra Volt Switch in. So I'm going to go ahead and invest 1 shield here and go for my own Lunge. Lunge does hit for neutral, whereas Discharge is resisted because of the electric typing. But it doesn't, doesn't do as much as I want it to. But he's going to have to throw if he wants to take me out here. Unless he wants to shield, but I doubt he wants to shield this Galvantula. So I'm going to go down to a Lunge. And he's been debuffed, so I'm okay with, I think I'm going to come in and farm down with the Magnezone to get some energy on Magnezone because I want to be able to hit the Skarmory with the charge move later. So he came in and threw immediately, maybe trying to hit my Magnezone with a Sky Attack, but I landed on my Frostlass. Fortunately, he still has a shield, so I need to get this shield with an Avalanche. because this will be taking out the Skarmory. So I'm hoping I can get to a Wild Charge later to be able to take out this Skarmory. But if he farms me down, he might have been able to farm me down there. I actually don't know, but he threw, which is really good for me because if he farmed me down, I would lose. So I'm going to come in, and I don't think, I know he's got energy, so I put me out, I go for the Mirror Shot. This is going to be hit for resisted damage, and it's not enough. I definitely could have got to the Wild Charge, but he would, I don't know, it doesn't matter. And then the Galvantula comes back in, and I'm able to get to a Mirror Shot. So I don't know, maybe going for the Mirror Shot against that was close. But maybe going for the Mirror Shot against the Skarmory was the right play there. Cannot tell you for sure, but I do know that I won that once again by the skin of my teeth. There are no skin on my teeth either, so I don't know why I keep saying that. Does anybody have skin on their teeth? Are you guys okay? Anyway, picking up a lead against an Abomasnow. This is really bad. I used a Whimsicott with Magneton and Magnezone in the back, hoping to bait out their counter user with the Magneton, and then hoping to finish off the game with Shadow Magnezone. So I succeed. I'm trying to say. I can't say words right now. I succeed at baiting out their counter user. I go for another Magna Bomb. He's farming up a lot here, and it was a CMP tie. Very nice. So he's going to be taking me out here. Easily be taking me out. He could have farmed down there, but I'm glad he threw. So now I'm going to come into the Whimsicott. I have baited out the Obstagoon, and now Whimsicott can finish it off. Whimsicott is very good against not only just fighters, but many foe fighters as well, including Obstagoon, obviously because of that dark typing. And now I'm switching out as soon as I can into my Shadow Magnezone. Now, even though everything is resisted here, I'm going to have to shield. This thing is so glassy, and I didn't get as many shields as I wanted to get. Unfortunately, I go for the Mirror Shot. Mirror Shot does hit for super effective damage, and he somehow switched in the middle of the charge move animation. I don't know what the hell happened there. I'm just going to build up a bunch of energy here. Probably shield whatever he throws, because Frenzy Plant probably be taking me out. I don't know. Okay, so I shield. Now I'm going to go for back-to-back Wild Charges. If he decides to shield the first one, I can take him out with the second one. Okay, he shields, and this one's going to be taking him out. This shows you how strong Shadow Magnezone is. When it hits for resisted damage, and it hits that hard, it's pretty insane. So I'm going to switch out immediately, and he threw his energy right away, which is nice for me, because that's what I was hoping he would do. So I would catch the Weather Ball on my Whimsicott, because that would have been taking out the Magnezone there. So now, I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to survive a Weather Ball. It's going to do a lot, though. Yeah, and the Powder Snows are still resisted. I'm thinking about going for the Mirror Shot, but then I thought it might not be enough. So I'm going to go for the Wild Charge. This is going to hit much heavier than the Mirror Shot will. Yeah, so again, barely able to take that win. GG to King Edward. Those were some insanely close battles. Next up, we're going up against Bonage. That's right, the OG Spice Lord. The Spice Lord of the Great League. So let's take a look and see what he's got. I've got a Mantine with a Drifblim and a Lowland Graveler in the back. He's got a Galarian Linoone. This thing runs Snarl, Body Slam, and I'm pretty sure like Dark Pulse or something like that. So Snarl gets to charge moves very quickly. Body Slam has a very low energy cost, so this thing is spammy as hell. I actually don't know how to play Mantine or Mantine, so don't judge me for this. I've only used it one time, and it was in the Flying Cup, which sucked. So I'm going to go ahead and shield one of these Body Slams. It's not going to be taking me out, but I do want to shield one of them to encourage him to shield, hopefully. Hopefully. You see how spammy this thing is, though? There's another Body Slam coming through. I go for the Bubble Beam, hoping to get a shield here, but Bonage ain't dumb. He knows I'm baiting. He calls the bait, and now I'm probably going to go down. Yep, going to go down before I can even get to another Bubble Beam. So this Body Slam is going to be taking me out, and now I'm going to come in and farm down with the Drifblim. Now, Drifblim is taking super effective damage from the Snarls, but I'm not really worried about Snarl damage, and the other thing that it has is Body Slam, which would be double resisted. He comes in with an Alolan Graveler, no surprises there. I'm going to hit him with a Shadow Ball, hoping to, get it through for some reason, but he ain't dumb once again. So I come in with my own Alolan Graveler here, and I don't think he's going to bait, because he's got a ton of energy. So I'm going to shield this Stone Edge, and yeah, it was a Stone Edge, and now he comes in with the Pelipper. So this is really bad for Pelipper, but Weather Ball hits for super effective damage, so that was a really smart call on Bonage's end, knowing that it's so spammy getting those Weather Balls out there. And now I'm going to throw this, even though I probably could have farmed down there because Wing Attack's double resisted, but I throw, and then I go for the Stone Edge, and my only chance to win is if he lets this through. Bonage. I won. I won. Okay, GG. Yeah, I think, I think I had two win conditions there. One of them was baiting with Rock Blast and getting the shield and then going for Stone Edge, and the other one was just landing the Stone Edge. So, I don't know how I did that. Alright, now this team, again, I run Alolan Marowak in the lead, and then I run 2 Pokemon weak to Fighting in the back. Fighting / Charm. Zangoose is also weak to Charm, just because the moves are resisted here. So I'm actually going to go for a Night Slash and then a Close Combat. Maybe he thinks I'm going for back-to-back Night Slashes, and it gets through, so very nice. That does a lot of damage, and I do go down. Now I'm going to come in and farm down with my Alolan Marowak. My Alolan Marowak is running Hex, and I refuse to change it, so stop telling me to. I know Fire Spin's probably better, but does it look like I care? No, I don't care. I like Hex. Alright, so I'm going to throw the Shadow Bone here, and I'm going to switch, because I know I've got 2 counters to Haunter now. And now, I've got him kind of trapped in a corner here, because he knows that he's got to take out this Obstagoon if he wants to win. So I am definitely spending 2 shields on this Obstagoon here. I thought a little bit about going for the Gunk Shot, but then I thought I just shielded, so he might shield this, might spend his last shield, but he doesn't. Should have gone for the Gunk Shot, but that's fine. We can just go for back-to-back Night Slashes. These are going to do a little bit of chip damage here, and eventually I should be able to farm him down. I'm pretty sure. I get another Night Slash off, so maybe I get the last. He's going to have to shield this probably, because Haunter has no play up against Obstagoon. It triple resists all the Ghost-type moves unless he's running Sludge Bomb. So if he shields there, which he did, I'm pretty sure he does not have Sludge Bomb on his Haunter. Now I'm going to be able to farm down here and then just go for a Night Slash to take out the Haunter. So again, I think this team that I'm running right here has a lot of play. Now, you're going to have a problem with counter users, obviously, but that's the point of the team. You run Whimsicott in the lead, that beats counter users, and then you safe switch Zangoose, baits out the fighter, or the faux fighter, and then you have Obstagoon, which doesn't want to see a fighter, which is why you're using Zangoose to bait out the fighter. I am rambling on. You get the point. Anyway, going into the next team. Oh, I remember this. Oh, Bonage. Yeah, so he led Sableye, and then he swapped in Shadow Dragonite, and he comes back in with Sableye. He ran a team that is entirely weak to Charm. I feel bad about this one because I'm pretty sure in the last video I did like this, I did the same thing. I ended up going up against somebody that had one Pokemon that beat my entire team. So I apologize for this Bonage. But yeah, honestly, the team that he's running here, I think he has some play. Obviously, you can't run Sableye in the lead, though. You're going to have to run something like a Alolan Marowak that can resist Charm. And at this point, yeah, I knew he was giving up. He's not throwing his charge move. He knew it was over, so that's why I didn't throw my charge move either. Trying to save some time there. All right, so GG Bonage. I don't count that one. That one doesn't count for me. All right, so this time I go in with a team entirely weak to Fire. And I jokingly said to my fiance, maybe he'll lead AWAC. And he did. So, yeah, this sucks. This is absolutely terrible. Alright, so I am going to shield no matter what, even if this is a Bone Club, which he built up to a Shadow Bone, so, could be, but he's most likely going to bait because Frostlass is pretty squishy here. So I'm going to bait with the Avalanche. This is going to be resisted, but hopefully I get a shield, so I do get a shield. Now, pretty much my only chance to win this is to double shield and somehow land the Shadow Ball here. So I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball because I'm not going to be able to get to another charge move after it. And I landed. So I can still win this. I can still win. And now he's got Stunfisk, which is going to be weak to grass. And guess what I've got in the back? I've got 2 grass types. I got Ferrothorn, which I don't think is going to be that great for this cup. And then I have Shadow Victory Bell. So he comes in with the Cradily. Cradily is going to be taking neutral damage from the grass type moves because grass resists grass. And then rock takes super effective from it. And it is a grass and rock type. And he's got Grass Knot. I guess maybe he doesn't have Stone Edge on this Cradily. But you probably want to go for Stone Edge, I think, here. Actually, I don't know, because Stone Edge is also resisted. Well, no, yeah, you'd want to go for Stone Edge, because Grass Knot is double resisted. So I'm just going to farm him down at this point. Okie dokie. I was trying to catch there, which it doesn't really matter. I've got a Shadow Victory Bell, and he's got a regular Stunfisk, so this is pretty much over here. So now I'm going to switch into the Victory Bell, and I don't think there's any point to throw that Power Whip back there. I'm just going to come in and farm down, and yes, that's right, I am using a Victory Bell. With as much shit as I talk about Shadow Victory Bell, yes, I've tried it out. This is the first time I've ever used it. And to be honest, it's fine, it's whatever. But it is a rank 1 Victory Bell, and that's why I have it. I wanted to use it, I want to get some use out of it. But I will definitely not be pairing that Shadow Victory Bell with another Razor Leafer and a Bastiodon. Okay, next up we have Leafy 8 Deer, so shout out to Leafy. He was able to help me with some battles this morning, afternoon, I can't remember what time it was. I've been working on this video all day. Like, this has been an all-day project, and I still haven't edited yet, so... anyway, so I was not paying attention. So I safe switched my Frostlass, it appears. So this is going to be testing out to see how Frostlass does as a safe switch. Alolan Marowak is going to counter Frostlass pretty well. And even if this is a Bone Club, I would need to shield it in order to get to another charge move here, so I don't shield it, and I realized my mistake right after that, so I'm not able to get to the Avalanche there, unfortunately. But I did bait out their Alolan Marowak, and I'm running double ice in the back, so that was the point of this team, was to bait out their Ice type counter, come in with the Alolan Graveler, because the Alolan Graveler can beat Ice types, or wait, can beat Fire types, is what I meant to say. So I'm going to build up a lot of energy here, and did I go for the Stone Edge or the Rock Blast? I went for Stone Edge, okay, because I didn't expect him to shield. And then he comes back in with the Altaria, and now I'm going to come in with the Abomasnow, revealing now that I have two counters to the Altaria, so Altaria doesn't really have too much play here. But obviously can hit Abomasnow for super effective damage. So he comes in with the Frostlass here, and I'm going to go for the Energy Ball, because Weather Ball is resisted. Almost missed one of those bubbles there. And I actually get it through, so that's pretty huge. And now I'm going to go down to probably a Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball and Avalanche both hit for neutral here. Doesn't KO, surprisingly, but he is going to be able to farm me down. And my only win condition here is to farm down this Frostlass. But yeah, it's not going to happen. So GG, Leafy was able to beat me in the second match here. We're going to see my revenge in the third match, though. Wait, was that the... No, that was the first match. I don't know what match that was. Doesn't really matter. Oh, this is the one. This is the good one. Alright, so I'm leading Magneton. And then I've got double Ghost in the back, right? Yeah, I've got Drifblim and Alolan Marowak in the back, and I'm going to use Drifblim to bait out their best Ghost-type counter, so my Alolan Marowak can finish off the game strong. Now, he's staying in here, which means that he's probably going to be going for a Shadow Bone and then leaving, I'm assuming? But I'm able to get the Icy Wind off as a CMP tie here, so this is going to force him to shield. Or it doesn't, you know, he could have called debate there. But he comes in with his own Drifblim, and then I lag a little bit right there, and I overtap. I meant to go for the Icy Wind right when I got it, but my game stuttered. That happens a lot. So I'm going to go down to an Icy Wind. So I baited out his best Ghost-type counter, and now I'm going to come back in with a Magneton, because Magneton can deal with Drifblim real easily. I am just going to go for the Discharge as soon as I get it, because I don't want to get debuffed by an Icy Wind, or be forced to shield, because Shadow Ball would probably take me out. So Discharge is going to be taking him out, and now I'm going to come in with the Alolan Marowak and reveal, why can't I talk today? Reveal that I also have another Ghost type in the back. So, and again, I'm running Hex, so this is a better matchup for me. I get to charge moves quicker, and I hit for super effective with the fast move. So he's building up a lot of energy here, and then he switches out into an Altaria. Okay, so Altaria does counter Alolan Marowak pretty well, but since I'm running Hex, this is actually a better matchup than it would be with Fire Spin. Because like I said, I get to charge moves quicker, and the Hex is hit for neutral, whereas Fire Spin would be resisted. So I'm going to spam out these Shadow Bones, and then I'm going to try to catch a Sky Attack, but it's too late. And I realize my only win condition here is to come in with a Magneton, and then farm down this Altaria, and then hit the Alolan Marowak with a Discharge. He has a charge move loaded, so I can't shield this, but it is double resisted, so I do survive. Magneton seems a bit tankier than Shadow Magneton. So I'm able to farm down and able to hit him with the Discharge here. I figured, because he had a ton of energy built up on that Alolan Marowak, so I had to save the shield there, just in case. I wasn't sure whether or not Magneton would win CMP there, but apparently it does. Alright, picking up a negative lead here. I don't have Bone Club. Bone Club would hit for double super effective damage here, so I don't have Bone Club, which is unfortunate. But I do have two counter users in the back, and my dumbass tries to catch a Stone Edge on Vigoroth, which is insanely squishy, so no, that was a bad idea. But he did bait, which is unfortunate. He comes out with a Superior. Okay, he said this was his meme team. I respect it. Superior can be a really good Pokemon if you get the debuff. So these Leaf Tornadoes, you can spam out Leaf Tornadoes really quickly, and there's a 50% chance that it doubly debuffs your attack. There it is, I got the debuff on me, which means my attacks are going to do 2 times less damage. It's an insanely strong debuff there, so that Body Slam does absolutely nothing. Superior is also like pretty tanky anyway, So with that debuff, it just seems even more tanky. So he comes out with another Leaf Tornado. That's pretty much what you want to do in those matchups where Leaf Tornado hits for neutral. Just go for Leaf Tornado as many times as you can and hope to get the debuff. So it's actually going to be pretty close, but he's going to have to throw if he wants to win switch advantage. And I'm not going to shield this debuffed 1 HP Vigoroth. I refuse to do that. Switch advantage is not that important. So now I'm going to come in with the Alolan Marowak and farm down. Now I've got almost 2 Shadow Bones loaded here, but he has 1 Volt Switch away from another charge move on his Alolan Graveler here. I'm going to throw 1 Shadow Bone, hopefully to get the shield, and then I'm going to switch out to reveal that I have another counter user which can deal with this Alolan Graveler. Obstagoon is not... Okay, he's tanky in the Ultra League, but not so much in the Great League. But it's okay, I survived, and that's all I really wanted from him. He's able to catch on his Cherrim, so GG, that was a very nice catch. So this is going to be... It's going to be close, but I do have a charge move ready on my Alolan Marowak. So he's building up a lot of energy here, but he doesn't have any shields, so he's going to have to throw something. Alright, he throws. That's a pretty good timing on the throw there, because I'm going to get less farm on my Alolan Marowak that way. And then, yeah, and then I may have done him a little bit dirty, so I apologize, Leafy 8 Deer. Honestly... At the time, I forgot. I mean, I say that I forgot, but like I feel like subconsciously the BM just happened. But I really forgot that fire was resisted by a Alolan Graveler. But yeah, I apologize for that, Leafy. No offense intended there. All right, so okay. This next set of battles is going up against Ash Greninja, aka Scrub Riolu in the Discord. So shout out to him. I really do appreciate doing these battles with me. So I get into a positive lead, and he comes in with an Abomasnow, which is also kind of good for me because I can do super effective damage with the rock type attacks. So I'm going to throw a Rock Blast before I get out of here. Actually, no, I'm just going to switch because I have an Alolan Marowak. Now, this is where you'd probably be saying, this is where Fire Spin is better. No, Hex is still better, okay? Fire Spin would be double super effective, but Hex is Hex. And I will not change my mind. I'm too stubborn. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a Shadow Bone. This is going to be doing a good bit of neutral damage here. I don't expect a shield coming out of him. And now I'm going to go ahead and farm down. I'm going to have a ton of energy left over for whatever comes in next. So another energy ball coming through. He's trying to get that debuff on me, the defense debuff. Comes in with an Emolga. And I don't know why I went for Fire Blast here, because it makes absolutely no sense to go for Fire Blast. He's definitely going to shield. Emolga is really squishy. So yeah, that was dumb. I don't know why I did that, but I'm going to go ahead and get to another Shadow Bone just barely. He's farming me down. The Shadow Bone's going to do a really big chunk of damage. Like, going for 3 Shadow Bones would have been more valuable than going for a Fire Blast and a Shadow Bone. Don't know why I did that. So I'm going to be resisting the discharge as well as any type of flying attacks that come out of this Emolga. I'm going to go for Rock Blast. It will hit for super effective, and I don't expect a shield. And now he's going to come in with his last Pokemon, which is a Vigoroth. And I don't know why I went for the Rock Blast. I should have just gone for the Stone Edge, just in case he didn't shield. But I do get a shield. Now I'm going to switch into my Drifblim. And then he stops attacking. And I thought maybe he lagged out, but then I talked to him in the Discord. And then he was just very, very upset that I had him hard countered from the beginning of the match to the end. And I know that feeling. It really sucks because there was no real skill involved in this match. I literally just won because of the order that my team was in. So GG Ash, but this kind of stuff happens all the time. And just remember that it is just a game, so don't get, it's okay. You'll have your own matches where you'll be the one hard countering. So okay, so I cut that part out because it's a boring matchup where you just go for Icy Wind after Icy Wind. But yeah, it's a terrible matchup for Vigoroth because the counters are triple resisted and the Body Slam is double resisted, as well as the Bulldoze being double resisted. It is the hardest wall to Vigoroth that you can possibly get, so I totally understand being upset about that. Oh yeah, you see that little ice cream cone guy up there? Look forward to seeing a video about him for the Holiday Cup here. I plan on powering it up. I don't have the candies for it right now, but I got a lucky one. And I'm not evolving it into a Vanillux or whatever the hell it's called. I'm keeping it as a Vanillish, because a Vanillish has Icy Wind. Alright, so we pick up a positive lead here. We're going to be resisting the charms because of our fire typing. Even though we have Hex, that's still a good matchup for us. And then he comes in with his own Alolan Marowak, but I have Hex on my Alolan Marowak, so this is a pretty good matchup for me. I'm going to go ahead and go for a Shadow Bone, and he lets it through. So that did a lot of damage. Okay, so he comes in with the Dugong, and I don't really have a good response to a Dugong. I think Alolan Marowak is probably Alolan Marowak as well as Frostlass are both good. So I'm just going to be going for Shadow Bones here. Since I was able to farm down that Alolan Marowak, these are going to be spamming out pretty quickly. And he's not shielding, so I do expect him to go for the Water Pulse here, so I'm not going to shield either. Probably would have been smart to shield this Alolan Marowak because it seems like it's got a lot of play against his team, but it is what it is. So he comes in with a Whimsicott, and I tried to go for the Fire Blast, but went down to 1 Charm. Now I have a Frostlass, so this Frostlass can deal with this Whimsicott here. Unfortunately, it's just that Dugong in the back is going to do pretty well up against my Drifblim, because Drifblim has that flying typing and will be taking super effective damage from the ice type attacks. I'm just going to be going for Avalanches here, and if I get both shields, this is also pretty good. So I get both shields, and I'm going to come in with the Drifblim to farm down. The charms are hitting for neutral, and they do a lot. Whimsicott's a really good pick for this cup, so if you guys don't have one of those built already, start catching those Cottonies, because they are out and about as we speak. So now he's going to come in with the Dugong, and I just, throw a Shadow Ball. I thought the Dugong had more health there, but GG. That was also a pretty hard counter city, so I am very sorry about that. Once again, Ash, let's hope that it doesn't happen in the third battle. Alright, here we go. Zebstrika, Linoone, and Zangoose. The glassiest team that exists. Okay, so we get into a lead with an Abomasnow. Okay, so we can hit for double super effective with the Flame Charge, whereas Wild Charge is resisted. But Wild Charge debuffs your defense, whereas Flame Charge buffs your attack. So I'm definitely going to be going for Flame Charge, even though the energy cost is a little bit heavier. It also, I mean, the fact that it hits for double super effective damage is also why I'm going to do that. Okay, so I know that I need shields for the rest of my Pokemon, so I was just really hoping that I shielded there. And I didn't think I was going to get to another Flame Charge, so he tries to sack, but I was actually throwing the Wild Charge, so this is going to do a lot, because it was buffed up by the Flame Charge as well. I let myself get farmed down. I don't know why I did that. That was stupid. I do have 2 counters to Alolan Marowak here. We have 2 normal type Pokemon that do super effective damage with Shadow Claw and resist all the ghost type attacks. So he's got a Vigoroth. So I go for the Night Slash, but I'm pretty sure I should have just gone for close combat here. That would have been one-shotting the Vigoroth, but I really expected a shield coming out of him. At this point, I probably should have gone for a close combat there, but I wasn't sure if I was going to get to it, so Vigoroth is going to do very well up against these 2 Pokemon, and I let myself get farmed down. I am a scrub. Okay, so coming in with the Linoone here, taking super effective damage from the counters. The Body Slams are going to do a lot. He's got so much energy, he's going to be able to throw both Body Slams right now. So I double shield, which also may have been a mistake, but I was worried how much the Body Slam was going to do, and I was going to attempt to farm down there, but he comes in very smart, getting both of my shields, and then coming in with the Abomasnow to finish me off. Energy Ball doesn't quite cut it here. I'm going to go for the Grass Knot. This is also a bad matchup for Linoone, because Grass Knot and Thunder are both resisted because of the Grass typing on the Abomasnow, so he's going to go ahead and just absolutely annihilate me. So GG, Scrub Riolu / Ash Greninja. I believe you can take the scrub out of your name in the Discord, because you ain't no scrub, my friend. Alright, going into the last set of battles here. I was pretty much memeing at this point, trying to get the Zebstrika to work. It doesn't look too bad on PvPoke, so this could be a good matchup for Zebstrika. We're doing super effective damage with the electric type attacks. Flame Charge will hit for neutral because of the water and ice typing. Ice taking super effective from, and he very smartly no shields that Flame Charge, anticipating that I was going to go for the neutral move instead of the Wild Charge that would debuff me. So he goes for an Icy Wind, and now I'm going to build up to a Wild Charge and then switch. And was anybody at my stream where somebody said, hey, make a Wigglytuff with Feint Attack, make that work? I never changed it back, so I come in with my Wigglytuff expecting it to have Charm, and no, it's got Feint Attack, so this sucks. This is absolutely terrible. I'm pretty sure Draco Bound is like on his hands and knees crying, laughing, just what a dumbass. Look at this dumbass with his Feint Attack Wigglytuff. Alright, so I'm going to come in with the Whimsicott here. This is pretty bad. Just really bad. I had to call this, and he does bait me, so that is very unfortunate. I was trying to use a double Charm routine, but no, I just went with a Charmer and a Feint Attack Wigglytuff. Alright, so we're going to get hit by Stone Edge. It's going to do a ton of damage, and we should be able to farm down here. We're resisting the Volt Switches, which is okay, I guess. He comes back in with the Dugong to farm me down. Can I get to the Grass Knot? Nope, I just let myself get farmed down. And now, the Zebstrika is all that I have left, and the Draco Bound still has a shield. So, and then he just comes into flex with his Magneton. I go for the Flame Charge. This would probably be taking out the Shadow Magneton here, but obviously he's still got a shield, so GG. That was, that meme team did not work out as I planned. Who was it that told me to use a feint attack Wigglytuff? Was it Lana Pierce? I can't remember who it was. It was Lana?
I think so.
We think it's Lana. Damn you, Lana. Alright, so we get into a really bad matchup. And now I'm a dumbass. I have 3 Pokemon that lose to Obstagoon here. So, yeah. Meme team for the win. Woohoo. I mean, I guess I have an Obstagoon. I should have just, I guess, switched into my Obstagoon, but whatever. Night Slash does so much damage there. Gonna go for the close combat. This would be one-shotting, but he's gonna shield this. You son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, Draco Bound. Caught a close combat on his... That was the dirtiest swap I've seen all day long. Probably all week long. Oh, my lord. Okay, so I come in with my Obstagoon here. We're going to be taking neutral from the fire spins, but the Bone Club is the only thing he can go for because Shadow Ball or Shadow Bone is triple resisted. So this is a pretty good matchup for Obstagoon here, but I get way too greedy. I was like, I need energy on this Obstagoon in order to take care of the other Obstagoon, because Frostlass isn't good up against Obstagoon at all, so I get really, really greedy, tried to farm down, and now I have to double shield this fucking Obstagoon, and all I have to, I don't even have Cross Chop to throw at the Obstagoon. I'm trying to switch out, I don't know why. Just throw the Night Slashes. You might as well. Probably should just go for the Gunk Shot. That's pretty much my only win condition here is landing the Gunk Shot. He calls it. He calls that I don't have Cross Chop. How in the hell would you know that? How in the hell would you know that? Okay, whatever. We're going to be going for another Night Slash here. And then he switches out, and this, yeah, he's going to 2-shield flex on me. God damn it. God damn it, Draco Bound. Alright, GG. Just take me out. Let's continue on with the next match. Never feels good to get flexed on. Draco. Alright. It's fine. I'm okay. I'm okay. You know why I'm okay? Because I'm #1 on the leaderboards. I don't know how many times I need to say that to make myself feel better about the you know, depression that's inside of my head. But I'm on the leaderboards. Woo! Alright, we pick up a positive lead against a Togekiss. We're doing super effective damage with everything. It looks like he was trying to catch a charge move there. I'm going to go ahead and throw the Rock Blast anyway. This would Stone Edge would do a lot to chair him here. And this is also a pretty good matchup for the Alolan Graveler. But I'm going to come in with my Alolan Marowak here. I expect to get hit by a Solar Beam, but it's a Hyper Beam, which is double resistant. Alright, now Draco's memeing on me. Okay, alright buddy, so you know what? I'm going to try to get my revenge. I'm going to try to 2-shield flex on him. Alright, so we get the defense debuff, which means I can probably farm down here. Does he go for another Hyper Beam? He must have thought he could get to one. Weather Ball would have been... Okay, anyway, he's going to come in with the Togekiss. And I go for the Fire Blast. This is going to hit for heavy, heavy neutral damage. Should be taking him out. But boom, he's dead. Visual glitch there. He comes in with the Alolan Marowak. Oh, another Man of Culture running Hex on his Alolan Marowak. I take back all the negative things I said about you, Draco Bound. You're back being a cool guy. Alright, so at this point I could let myself get farmed down, which was stupid as hell, but I'm gonna try to 2-shield flex on him. So I'm gonna come in with the Drift Limb and force him to throw his energy. Go on, take me out, bud. Come on, you can do it. Shadow Ball coming through, doesn't take me out. Switch out now. If I would have just, I had it. I literally had it. All I had to do was switch out before throwing that Hex. But now I'm forced to use a shield. Damn it. I almost had you. It's fine. He's running Hex on his Alolan Marowak. He's back to being cool. Alright. So I think that is the last battle. Okay. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am for the Holiday Cup. To be honest, hadn't even really looked into the meta until this morning, but now that I'm seeing it, it looks like it's going to be a ton of fun. Frostlass is going to have a lot of play, Alolan Graveler is going to have a lot of play. I'm going to have a lot of fun this season, and also I hate Master League because it's boring. It's the same Pokemon over and over again, and I'm not hating on you if you love Master League, because I know it's a good place to grind for rank, but you guys know I'm not about that. I'm already rank 1 on the leaderboard, so what would be the point? Anyway, so I hope you went on to enjoy this. If you did, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like rating down below, and if you're new to the channel and you're still watching the video, I post every single day except for Sunday, and if you like content like this, be sure to subscribe to see more like it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. Shout out to my patrons, NZ Tech Freak, Northstar 7620, Clapton Caveman, Daniel Sheldon, Joseph Cahill, Lana Pierce, Aeon, Critterus, TBDL, Kelzam, Rain SSB, and Kareem Madat. Thank you so much, guys.